We're the Chews. We've been traveling to over 50 countries on a budget. This time, we're in Freeport, Bahamas, staying at one of our favorite affordable all-inclusives, Viva Fortuna Beach by Wyndham. From swimming with dolphins and sailing on glass-bottom boats, to trapeze lessons, exploring limestone caves, and relaxing on stunning beaches, this trip has it all. Stick around to see why Freeport is worth adding to your list.
What's up, explorers? Welcome back to our channel. We're the Choose here from Choose to Explore, where we teach you guys how to see the world
and save $1.
So we're here in the beautiful island of where, my love?
Freeport, Bahamas.
And we're super excited to be back in the Bahamas because this is our second time, but we're exploring a different area because we're in Freeport this time. So from New York, there were no direct flights to get here, so we had to stop in Miami flying with American Airlines, but it was a beautiful flight. Our second flight was with American Eagle, and it was a short but lovely flight. It was probably only about 30 minutes from Miami.
Yeah, super quick. In order to enter the Bahamas as a U.S. citizen, you do need to fill out an immigration form, which was provided to us at the airport.
And it was a super quick customs process. We just showed them the form, they asked us how long we're staying, and we went about our business. And from the airport, we got picked up, and we're staying at the beautiful Viva Fortuna in Freeport, Bahamas. Now, this is a beautiful beachfront, all-inclusive hotel, and we're super excited to be partnering with Wyndham for this journey. So we have 4 nights here, so stay tuned. We got so much to show you guys about the beautiful Freeport, Grand Bahama. So our flight landed at around 11:30. We got here around 12, and check-in isn't until 3 o'clock. But the good thing about this all-inclusive resort is that even though we couldn't check in upon arrival, there were so many different things to do. We went and we got drinks. That's the first thing. Go and get some drinks. We got some food. We chilled out. We saw the beautiful property. It's a beautiful beachfront property. But luckily enough, around 1 o'clock, our room was actually ready, which was about 2 hours earlier because we weren't supposed to check in until 3 o'clock. And it's a beautiful room. We're on the 2nd floor. We're beachfront. We have a balcony.
And they even gave us a really delicious fruit platter. It had the best grapes I ever had in my life, to be totally honest with you. Because I don't even like green grapes, but those grapes were doing it.
And she also talked about the grapefruit. And they also gave us a champagne toast. So we're super excited to be here. We're going to just chill, keep it easy for today, watch the sunset, and enjoy our time here.
To come walk along the beach for the sunset, and it's actually the perfect time to do that because a lot of people are at dinner, so we kind of have the beach to ourselves almost.
Yeah, it's also a lot cooler right now. It was super hot earlier, and not just that, the sunsets here are phenomenal with the palm trees behind. And Liv, talk to them about this sand that you got here.
The sand is really, really soft. It almost reminds me of the sand in Turks and Caicos, so it's really soft. It's beautiful white sand. And the water is so gorgeous here, different shades of blue. And it's really warm walking along.
So we actually came here on a really good day. It's high season right now. There's a lot of tourists, especially Italians, and we're celebrating an Italian holiday, which I have no idea about, but I'm here in the Bahamas learning about Italian culture.
Yes.
It's Buen Ferragosto. So we're going to drink Campari spritzers, we are going to eat Italian food, and we're going to enjoy Italy in the Bahamas.
Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day here in Grand Bahamas. And we woke up around 6 o'clock because we left the blinds open, and we were woken up by the beautiful sunrise. And the best part about sunrise is nobody's out. It's calm here, and they have beautiful views over the ocean over here. But last night we didn't really talk about it, but we had a great time as well. So we had dinner at the Junkanoo Restaurant, and talk about that, Liv.
Yeah, so it's pretty much buffet style, and there was a lot of Italian food last night. So we were celebrating the Ferragosto celebration, so it was Italian themed, and it was delicious. The food was really, really good. I had to come back and get a whole extra plate of lobster and spaghetti.
So it has such a wide variety of food. It had lamb chops, salmon, fish, steak, chicken. Listen, when I go to all-inclusive, I don't waste any calories on rice, on vegetables. It's all the meats. Pause on that. But so much good food here.
And gelato.
Yes, so that was my favorite part. They even had their own gelato station. And even though you are in the all-inclusive, something that I really liked is that if you are into trying local beers, they have local beers and also wines which you can get in every meal. So try those out as well.
And then after dinner, we went to the movie area and they were playing a movie for the kids. It was very family friendly. They had fresh popcorn, they had snow cones. It was a really cute, good time.
Yes. And not just that, later on that night, there seemed like to be some kind of disco party, some activity. Liv, the grandma, you know, she was asleep. She did not want to get up. I said, Liv.
I did want to get up.
I said, Liv, let's go to the party.
She
She
didn't
said,
wake me up. You fell asleep before me.
well, listen, tonight, let's see if we get into that. All right? A beautiful walk on the beach, super soft sand. We were on the swings, we had a real good time. And then we went to breakfast. Now, breakfast was really good. Honestly, I loved it because I got to have mackerel. And I love mackerel with the sauce. It's one of my favorite things for breakfast, and I'm super happy that they had it here. But we had to hurry up with breakfast because we're heading out to our first stop of the day. So let's go. First thing we're doing today is we're going to the Lucayan National Park, which we are here. We have a really good tour guide by the name of Adrian, and it was about a 30-minute drive, give or take, to Lucayan National Park from our resort. And it's beautiful here. It's actually a whole cave system, and the cave system is really cool because all of the fresh water on the island comes from the cave system. We had to walk through the boardwalk, and we saw different species of crabs, and it was really nice. We saw the different mangroves, and you could even do a tour where you rent the kayaks and go through the mangroves as well. But there's a lot of people in our group, so we decided to split the group in half. So half of the group went to the Lucayan National Park, and we actually decided to go to the beach. And it's a great decision we did that because we're one of the only people here at the beach. And this is a really cool beach because Pirates of the Caribbean was actually filmed here, so it gets the nickname of Pirate Bay Beach. Now, this is a beautiful white sand beach, crystal clear water, and it's low tide, so you can walk out super far and the water will still be super shallow. And honestly, it's beautiful because you have miles and miles of beach here.
So all along the southern coast is where all of the beaches are here in Freeport, and they're all public beaches as well.
So our driver told us that a lot of the island is based off of Palm Beach in Florida. So you have some channels that run through the island, but they're all man-made and lead right to the ocean. So I would say that the island is really underdeveloped, and there are main roads, but there's a lot of land that's available for purchase. So it's a great opportunity to invest in the local economy here.
And the good thing about being a resident here is that there's free healthcare, there's free schooling, and if you have a C or higher in college, that's also free.
I wish I was a resident here because, man, all we needed to have is some property here in the Bahamas. If I would have known that, I would have done the smart thing. And instead of paid for all the school, I would have just put both of our college tuition together and just bought a house in the Bahamas. We would have been much better off, and we would have been in paradise year-round.
We walked across the street and we're here in Lucayan National Park. Now the entire island is made of limestone, but here you can really see it exposed more. And limestone retains heat, so it's definitely a lot hotter here. So definitely bring your bucket hat, bring a visor, bring sunscreen and water as well to stay hydrated.
So we're here with our guide Adrian, and he's showing us all of the different things, the vegetation, the caves, and the history about the island. So we learned about Ben's Cave, which was founded in the 1970s, and it's a limestone cave. In there it's really cool, and all the fresh water is actually from this area. So the top of the caves is fresh water, but the bottom of it is going to be that salt water. But it's plenty of fresh water here, and it's a freshwater system. You can actually get in scuba gear and dive through the caves if you wanted to as well.
There's also different birds, different bats, different spiders. It's all really cool to see actually.
So definitely recommend this tour. Alright, so at 3 o'clock they had a volleyball game, and it was way more intense and fun. As you can see, I was diving for the ball. I'm covered in sand, but it was a good time. We got real competitive. A lot of these people actually play volleyball, and I haven't played volleyball since like 6th grade in gym class, but it was still fun. I got it spiking on some people's heads. Liv and I were on the beach. We're in the VIP. We got our own cabana out here hanging out. And Liv was talking a lot, saying she could beat me in Connect 4. But what y'all think? I'm the goal. No, I'm the goal. Look at her.
I was yellow. He was blue.
Look. I'm yellow.
No.
She's blue.
I don't know why he put those on there.
1, 2, 3,
I did
4.
this.
Sift her up.
Who do you believe? Me or him? All right, good morning, good morning. Last night we had a really great 3-course meal at Dolce Vita, which is the Italian restaurant here on site. The staff was extremely friendly and the waiters gave us really great recommendations on what we should order off the menu. So I had a caprese salad as well as the margarita pizza, which is absolutely delicious. And then for dessert, I had the affogato, which was really good as well. And there was a really nice red wine as well. Now we're getting ready for our day. We're gonna start off with breakfast and let's head on out.
So for my 3-course dining, the first thing I ended up getting was the Caesar salad, and I'm super happy that the waiter let me know that the other option I was going to get was basically raw beef on a plate. And unfortunately, that's not how I eat my meat, but more power to you if that's how you do it. And then the second thing I got was the mahi-mahi, lots of flavor. I love fish. I also had asparagus, mushrooms, and carrots. And I also had the panna cotta, which was good as well. It was like a gelatin with strawberries. So really good. I enjoyed the Italian restaurant. Alright, so it's around 11:30. We are doing another tour. It's just a glass bottom boat tour. And it's supposed to be really cool. We actually got picked up by the same tour guide that we had yesterday, Adrian, and he's amazing. But we're about to get on the glass bottom boat. And once again, there's a lot of Italians in our tour group. So let's explore. Hopefully I learned some more Italian today.
Back from the glass bottom boat tour that we did with the resort, and we had such a fun day so far. So it was about a 90-minute boat ride, and the bottom of the boat was glass, as you can imagine from the tour name. And it was really cool because we saw a lot of different schools of fish, different colors, lots of coral, the beautiful blue waters, and we saw some sharks.
And it was really interesting because no matter if you're like 4 feet deep water or 100 feet of deep water, it's so clear. The Bahamas has some of the clearest water that I've ever seen in my life, and definitely in the Caribbean. But the further out, we were amazed that we even saw some tiburon, or the sharks that were here. And they were, it was just a cool and amazing experience. And then we got to ride all the way back into the channels, and the channels are beautiful. It kind of looks like South Beach down there. It's like lively, it's beautiful buildings, and channels are beautiful green limestone. So I definitely recommend it. So another thing that's really cool and unique about this Viva Wyndham in Freeport, Bahamas is that they have a trapeze. So between 3 and 5, I believe adults can go. I still believe I'm a little kid, but I'm hoping that they allow me to get on this time. So you coming with me?
I'll be recording, don't worry. I'll capture the footage.
They put this on. He told me to tuck in my tummy. You know, if I was 29, I may not have to tuck it in, but since I hit 30, gotta tuck it in. But we about to go up there. He made me take my shoes off, sign a waiver. Liv said she doesn't want to go because she wore sunscreen today. But
yes, if you wear sunblock on your legs, anything that makes your legs oily, that disregards, you can't do it actually. So I'm out.
So I'm just getting done with the trapeze. I went 3 times. The first time I was kind of in shock, like being up so high from there and just kind of dropping. I wouldn't say it's scary, but when they just tell you to let go, like I just forgot everything when I was there. So I swung and I couldn't get my legs up. I was one of the little bad kids at school that did that was on a monkey bar swinging around and doing all that. So I have experience with that, but since I've been 30, I ain't doing it so long. They did train me beforehand, but it went out the window once I got up there. My first backflip was horrible. My second one got a little better, but my third one was buenissimo. I forget my Italian, but it was a really cool experience up there.
And so he was actually the first one to go for the trapeze because he got there right at 3 o'clock. But then afterwards, a lot of people came and wanted to try and do it too, and they tested it out as well.
But I was the best one. I was the only one to get my legs up, to swing, put my hands down, and do the backflip. It's a lot of core strength, and I think I was probably the youngest one as well, so maybe that might have helped me. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, everyone was better than me because I didn't do it.
But you supported me, and I
Yes.
appreciate you for that. So this all-inclusive resort is great because it's always so lively with so many different activities. So they had a Zumba, they had the morning yoga, and earlier we actually saw the water aerobics. Yeah, so it was really cool. They played loud thumping music, and it was for people for all age types. You had kids there, you had older adults, and you could have the different weights. You could swing around. It was just a fun and lively time. After they were playing bingo. So also they have archery, and I think tomorrow I'm going to try to get into archery and some of the water sports because we still haven't done any of those yet. And I think it's really cool to come here because every day there's a ton of new people that come because they actually get day passes. So we saw like a bunch of people line up, maybe like close to 100 people line up,
Yeah.
right? And it was a new crop of people that I could spike in their face in volleyball later today. So we're having a good time here. Good morning. Another beautiful day here in paradise in Freeport, Bahamas.
So we just got back from the dolphin encounter, and there were actually two different options. You could either do the encounter or actually swim with them. We did the encounter, which was a really good option for us.
So the encounter is cool. You actually walk over with the dolphins. You learn about the dolphins. This one is super kid friendly. There was a group of 3 kids that were there as well with their parents. And it was fun. We got to touch the dolphins. We got to give them high fives. We got to see them do different tricks.
They gave us kisses.
Yeah, they did give us kisses. And it was just a really cool experience. Liv was initially really scared. But it wasn't scary, right?
It wasn't scary at all.
Yeah, it was fun. The dolphin skin is like smooth, kind of slimy, but really cool. And then after, the dolphin was showing off. It was doing all these kind of tricks. We gave him high fives. We saw him do backflips. We saw him do front flips. We saw him even do the moonwalk.
Right, he dances better than you.
But I definitely would recommend this experience. Now, one thing that I do love about being here at Viva Fortuna is the wealth of activities that they have here. And I'm not just talking about at the hotel. As soon as you come here, I recommend going to the Excursions office because they have a ton of activities that you can do there. So they have dolphin experiences, they have Lucayan National Park, they have kayaking, they have city tours, they have jeep tours, they have ATV tours, they have swimming with the pigs, they have swimming with the turtles. I mean, there are so many different things that you can do here, so you could never be bored here. So this has really been an amazing vacation, and we were looking to even make it better by having some self-pampering. So we went to the spa last night, and it was a couples massage. So both Liv and I got 50-minute massages, and they were great. The ladies were very attentive. The sounds was really calming and relaxing, and their pressure was amazing. I really needed it because I was a little more active than I usually am. Like I was playing volleyball, I was windsurfing, I was doing the catamaran, so I had a calf cramp, and she definitely got that out. But I definitely recommend this if you are here, especially if you're a couple. It's a good activity for a couple. So for our final dinner, we had it at the third and last restaurant here at Viva Fortuna, and it was at Viva Cafe. Now this one was a little different because it was 4-course dining. We also got a choice of wine. For the first course, we got the salad. So Liv got a traditional salad with walnuts and pears. I got little small bites with shrimp pate and mushrooms, and it was good. So for the second course, we got vegetarian lasagnas, and of course I had to give Liv my vegetarian lasagna because she loves vegetarian food. And for the third, it was the choice of steak, tuna, and chicken. So because I gave Liv my lasagna, I got to have a steak and the chicken, and they were really good, prepared just how I liked it. Lots of flavor. It had the mashed potato for the chicken and then like a sweet potato for the steak. Really good. And then for dinner, Liv loved the cheesecake, and I also had a fruit cocktail, and it was really good as well. Man, and there you guys have it. We had an amazing time here in Freeport, Bahamas, and unfortunately it's time for us to go. But this won't be our last time in the Bahamas, and that's for sure. So thank you guys for checking out our channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.